Hello everyone and welcome to the first Storytime video on my channel. Now, judging by the thumbnail and title, you already know what I'm about to talk about. And damn, last night was the best night of my life. Anyways, where do I begin? I guess I should start out when I found out that Jack was having a tour where I live. Anyways, when I found out that Jack was having a tour where I live, I literally screamed and said, "Oh my god, I have to go to this. This is my chance to meet Jack." And then my sister called because she just got off work. And I'm just like, just so you know, Jack is having a tour where we live. And then my sister started freaking out and said, "Oh my god, when are the tickets going to be sold?" And I said, April 20th. So, April 20th rolls around, and my sister and I are doing normal activities on the computer, refreshing the page where you can buy the tickets over and over and over again. And as soon as the tickets are available, we clicked on the website, and the internet decided to be stupid. So the website wouldn't load, which was very sad because we were freaking out because we wanted VIP seats. But when the website finally loaded, VIP was already sold out. Like, how is that even possible? They sold out in like 2 seconds. But yeah, we read the seating chart for a little bit and we ended up getting the second best seats, which is alright. Not really what I wanted, but you get what you get, I guess. My sister and I were a little disappointed that we didn't get VIP seats, but we were still happy that we got seats to see Jack. That's all that matters. Anyways, a month passes, and it's the best night of our lives. And when it was time to get ready, we got dressed, took pictures of us before going to the venue, and then we left. And so when we arrived at the venue, there was this big old sign that said Jacksepticeye in huge letters. I will post a picture on screen. Probably Jack's photo on the screen because he took a better photo than my sister and I did. But anyways, yeah, when we were driving by, I saw that big old sign, and then we saw a long ass line that ran like 2 to 3 buildings. So my mom dropped us off at some corner near the venue, and we took a walk, and then the crossing guard said, "Are you here for the venue?" And then my sister's like, "Yep." And then he's like, "Come this way and follow the line." And yeah, and it was pretty damn long, I'm not gonna lie. My sister and I were probably waiting outside for half an hour, along with a whole bunch of other screaming fans. But anyways, we got close to the door, and I will post me and my sister's picture on the screen of what we took of the sign. And then we went through security like an airport, blah blah blah, that stuff. And then we walked by in the lobby and we saw a merch table, but we saw that the line was pretty damn long, so we decided to go to our seats, enjoy the show, and then buy merch after the show. But anyways, before the show started, I took a picture of the, I don't know what to call it, the projector screen thing that had the tour name on it. I had to zoom in on it a bit because I was a little far from it, but I wanted a decent close-up picture, so I zoomed in with my camera and then took a picture of it. And then more people started coming, and, well, tall people sat in front of me and my sister, so we didn't really get a good view like we thought we did. Oh well. But anyways, yeah, my sister and I were just talking, and it was 3 minutes past 8 o'clock, and suddenly the intro plays, and yeah, I didn't record the intro or anything because the event staff was walking back and forth around the area where I was sitting at, so if you sat in the way back, you would have a better chance of not getting caught filming or taking pictures. But anyways, the intro played. Everyone started screaming and clapping. And yes, I was one of the screamers. And at the end of the intro, he's just like, "If you come out from your computer screens, I'll come out of mine." And then he's like, do we have a deal? And then everyone's like, yep, we sure do. And then he suddenly walks on stage. Everyone started clapping and cheering, and once again, I was one of them. And then he talked about a little bit what the show is about. And then he said, for the next 3 minutes, I will allow you to take video and pictures of me doing poses. And so we did that. Apparently, I was only lucky enough to get one picture. Like I said earlier, it zoomed in just so it looks like I got a good view. But it's a decent photo, so it's good as a souvenir, I guess. But anyways, after everyone took video and or pictures of Jack doing poses, he discussed his life story. He started out with his childhood, and I'm not going to go into too much detail about it, because this is Jack's tour after all, and I want to be respectful and not give his full story away. So, yeah, I won't go into too much detail about it, but I'll try to explain everything the best I can. But anyways, he talks about his childhood, and he mentions Pokemon. And on the projector screen thing, Pokemon is playing in the background. And then Jack said, I need a volunteer from the audience to play this. And a lot of people raised their hand. And yes, my sister and I were 2 out of the millions of people. And so we raised our hands, even though we don't know how to play Pokemon. But to be honest, I wanted to be on stage with Jack. But anyways, we raised our hands. One of his fellow crew members walked up and down the aisle, and he picked a little girl that was sitting 2, maybe 3 rows behind me and my sister to go up there. And Jack is like, it looks like they picked somebody, and then the little girl started running on stage, and then Jack kneeled down and hugged her. I'm just like, I wish that was me. And then she walked to the center of the stage, and then Jack is like, oh wait, we need to get a chair for you. So he goes to the side of the stage, and he grabs his chair that he sits in when he records video games. And it looks so damn comfy. I wanted to sit in it so bad. Too bad I didn't get picked though. But once Jack started bringing the chair out, everyone started screaming. And yes, I was a screamer. I'm probably going to mention that quite a lot in this video. But yeah, he pulls the chair out and he's like, have a seat. We're going to have you pretend to be a YouTuber for a while. Anyway, Jack is like, so, introduce yourself. And then she said her name, and then Jack asks, I can't say it, oh Jesus. But anyway, he tells this little girl, do you have a YouTube channel? And she's like, no. And then Jack is like, well, we'll pick a name for you. So he's like, how about K-Dog? And everyone started cheering and clapping. And then Jack is like, you like that name, right? And then the little girl's like, yes. And then she started playing Pokemon. And then Jack kneels down next to the chair next to her. I wish that were me, goddamn. Anyway, Jack is like teaching her how to like navigate through everything, or at least a little section of what he showed or let her play, whatever. And it was at the section where you can rename your Pokemon, which I believe the Pokemon he chose was Bulbasaur. I don't know all the names of the Pokemon, I'm sorry. I only know Pikachu. But anyway, the little girl decided to rename a Bulbasaur into, what was the name? Balora or Bubloris or something. I don't know. Something that started with a B. But anyway, the little girl renamed Bulbasaur, and then the opponent comes in, and apparently the opponent's name was Life. Oh wow, we all started laughing. And Jack is like, oh no, Life wants to verse you into a battle. And so the opponent brings his Pokemon out, and apparently the Pokemon's name, well, the original name was Charmander, I believe. And the name was changed to Laziness. And Jack is like, oh, you're gonna verse Laziness. And then he asked, "Are you very lazy at home?" And then the little girl's dad is like, "Yeah, she's very lazy because she doesn't clean her room." And then everyone was like, "Ooh." But anyway, the little girl plays Pokemon, kills Charmander, aka Laziness. And then another Pokemon comes out. I don't remember what it was called or what was it renamed to. Then the little girl versed that Pokemon. And then after that, there was a final Pokemon. I don't know what the original name for that Pokemon is called, but it was renamed Rent for some odd reason. And Jack is like, "Oh, you gotta verse Rent now. That sucks," or whatever. I don't remember the exact words. My memory sucks. I apologize. But anyway, the little girl beats the Pokemon and no problem. And then Jack is like, "Yeah, that's cool," and starts clapping. And then he's like, "Here, have a free hat and take a bow." I'm just like, I want to be that little girl, please. And then she walks off stage with her dad and sits back down. And then Jack discusses Phase 2, teenhood, and discussing how he discovered YouTube and how his friend came up with the name Jacksepticeye and all that. And then he mentions a game called Shadow of the Colossus, and it goes up on the projector. And then once again, Jack is like, "I need a volunteer from the crowd." And once again, my sister and I raise our hands like crazy fangirls. Then Jack said, "We need a veteran player for this. Otherwise, we're gonna be here all night." I'm just like, damn it, that's not me. So I gotta put my hand down. Luckily, the venue staff were able to pick somebody. And the guy, I believe he's a teenager, I would assume. But anyway, he walks down the aisleway or whatever, and then Jack is like, "That's cool, but can you walk a little faster?" And then he started running. And then he goes on stage, the same thing that happened with the little girl. And the guy is like, "I don't have a YouTube channel." And then Jack is like, "Cool, I'll pick one for you." And then he said, "How about," oh my god, how can I say this without laughing? He said "titty sprinkles," and everyone started laughing. And then Jack is like, "Okay, everyone, so this half of the venue say titty, the other half says sprinkles." And then we repeated that over and over. The guy beats the monster while we all chant and scream. And then Jack did the same thing like he did with the little girl. Gave him a free hat, and then the guy walked off stage. And also got another hug from Jack. I wish that were me. But anyways, after that, Jack continues his life story of adulthood. And then he mentions his longest series on the channel, and then everyone started screaming and clapping and saying Happy Wheels. And once again, Jack said, "I need a volunteer from the audience." Actually, no, wait, 3 volunteers from the audience. And my sister and I raise our hands again. And the tour staff was walking around trying to pick 3 people. Sadly, my sister and I didn't get picked. We didn't know how to play Happy Wheels anyway, but we wanted to go on stage so bad. Everyone who went on stage is so lucky. Once the tour staff picked 3 people, once again that process repeats again. Walk up on stage, hug Jack. Jack grabbed his chair, and everyone introduced themselves and said what their YouTube channel name was. And the girl who walked up on stage first, out of the 3 girls that went up there, Jack is like, "Alright, who walked up on stage first? Because you get to play first." And the girl who went on stage ran to the side of the stage. I guess she didn't want to go first because of nervous issues, which I have. But anyways, some other girl went first. She played Happy Wheels. I don't remember what level it was, because there's so many. So she played, but failed. And Jack is like, "Oh, so close," or whatever. And then the next person went, which is the girl who walked up on stage first. And And Jack is like, oh, you're not nervous now, are you? And she's like, yep. Then she played a level. I forgot what level it was, but she had trouble playing Happy Wheels. I would assume she never played it before. I would have been the same, to be honest. But anyway, she plays Happy Wheels and she gets stuck. Jack is like, you can move. And then she kept dying. And then Jack is like, you're supposed to live, not die. And then she suddenly got stuck. And then Jack is like, yeah, we're not going to let you play this anymore. And then everyone started laughing. And then the last girl out of the 3 girls that were playing Happy Wheels, she starts playing. Same process again. Name, YouTube name. And then she picked a Christmas level. And then she did so well. But then she died. And Jack is like, you're supposed to fly, not die. And then everyone started laughing. Then she replayed the level again. And then everyone started clapping and cheering and or screaming. I don't know. I can get both of those confused. But yeah, that happened. And then she died again. And everyone was like, ooh. And then she replayed the level again. Finally beat it while we were all screaming, cheering, and clapping while she was playing the level. Yeah, she beat the level. Everyone started cheering, screaming, clapping like they have been the entire time. And they all got free hats and a group hug from Jack. And I'm just like, can that please be me? Oh my god. And then after that, Jack said the tour is finally coming to an end. And then everyone was like, oh. And then Jack said an inspirational quote. Anyways, Jack was like, be the hero of your own story or something along the lines of that. It's kind of like, keep trying, don't give up sort of thing. We all clapped, screamed and cheered, and we decided to go buy merch, since my sister and I didn't buy merch before the tour. So anyways, once we saw the line for the merch, it was so damn long. It was up 2, 3, maybe 4 floors even. The line was pretty damn long. And so we just stand there for until like 10 o'clock, 10:30. And then we finally get close to the merch table. Once the long line suddenly shrinks. And well, my sister and I, we didn't bring enough money, so we only got t-shirts. We only had $100 with us. And the shirts alone, yeah, they cost $50 each. So, yeah. And plus the small Jacksepticeye plushies, we wanted those, but they were sold out, unfortunately. We wanted the jumbo-sized Jacksepticeye pillow too, but that cost like $60, maybe. And we didn't see how much the hats cost, so we just ignored that. And so we just got the t-shirts and left, because we didn't have enough money to buy everything that showed up there, so yeah. But the good thing is Jack has a website, so we can just buy the plushie and jumbo size pillow from there if we wanted to, which we did, by the way. Anyways, while we were walking out, we were texting our mom to pick us up because we didn't want to pay for parking. And our mom is parked at the corner, so we walk across the street, get in the car, talk about the tour, and right when we got home, it was about 11 p.m., so we had to go right to bed after that. And damn, that was the best night of our lives. My sister and I wish that we were one of the people that got to go on stage with Jack. But yeah, it was really fun. I would love to go again if I had the chance. So if you ever find out that a YouTuber is having a tour where you live, please go. Just please go. Seriously, it's worth it. Hopefully you're lucky that tall people won't sit in front of you. But yeah, it's really worth it. You should totally go if you had the chance. But yeah, it was pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie, it was really awesome. I'm so glad I went to the tour. Jack is my inspiration. He's the reason why I made a YouTube channel in the first place. Like I said, if I could go to a Jack tour again, I would totally do it in a heartbeat. And hopefully next time if Jack has a tour where I live, I just hope that I get better seats and hopefully tall people won't sit in front of me. But anyways, yeah, I think that'll be it for now. I've been talking for a half hour now and my voice started to die midway through. But anyways, I think that'll do for my story time video for now. It was really fun to talk about. Sadly, I couldn't record a lot or take a lot of pictures due to being respectful for Jack. He wants the tour to be a one-on-one thing with his fans and himself. And plus, it was about his personal story, so if Jack doesn't want any personal stuff leaked out to the public, then I respect his decision. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I'm finally leaving before I ramble way too much and start repeating myself. So I hope you enjoyed this lovely storytime video, and I guess I will see you next time in another storytime video if I ever decide to do more, or whatever I make next. Goodbye for now.